What is up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I don't know why I'm talking so quick, but I thought I would do like a New Year's Eve video and talk about the 18 things that I've learned this year, as I've seen a few other people do the same sort of thing, so I thought I would jump on the bandwagon and talk about what I've learned. As you all probably know, I spent most of the year travelling with work to and from America. It's been a really eye-opening year for me, which I didn't really expect, but I've learned a lot of lessons from it. So without further ado, we'll get straight on in. I've printed them off because I'm recording on my phone. And I actually started writing down the things that I'm learning throughout the year in my notes on my phone, because I found it a really good way of keeping me sane throughout the year with the really stressful job that I was doing at the time. So number one, no job is ever worth the money if you're not happy. I've really come to realise this past year in particular. The job and the client that I was working for this year, it was the most financially rewarding job that I've ever had. However, I was the most stressed, I was miserable, and the job came with a lot of anxiety. But this year in particular has been like a big slap around the face, as in to say you need to focus on your own happiness rather than just chasing the money. Number two is do not waste time doing things that you're unhappy about. I'm quite a forgiving person, and I generally give people the benefit of the doubt when it comes to relationships, friendships and whatever, and I tend to give people more chances than they need, and I need to learn to say enough's enough. And also job-wise, career-wise. Number three is not everyone's going to like you, and that is okay. I spent a long time worrying and trying to please too many people, and reality is you're just not going to please everyone. You could be Gandhi or Jesus and not everyone's going to like you, and that's okay. That's their problem, not yours. Number four, stop caring what people think. I sort of had a light bulb moment this year, and I was reading Gary V's Crushing It, and that guy literally does not give a fuck what people think. And I think it was after reading that book, I did have that light bulb moment, whereas you've just got to get on with your life, do the things that you want to do and not even care what people think. At the end of the day, people are going to judge you no matter what you're doing, whether you're a binman or top lawyer. People are going to judge you no matter what, so you may as well do the things that you want to do. So number five, do not let people walk all over you. I've let this happen to me too much. In my personal life, I'd say I'm quite good at not letting people walk all over me, potentially. But business-wise this year, I've sort of let people get away with too much, and I was too slow at saying enough's enough. So I've sort of learned that I need to stick up for myself more and not let people walk all over me. Number six, this is deep. You lead life, not the other way around. When I was in America, as much as the place was fucking incredible, I was miserable, and I was only there because of the money that I was getting. And I sort of came to the realisation that I was letting life lead me, and I wasn't calling the shots anymore. And I ended up reversing that at the end of this year. You're calling the shots in your life. You need to lead the life that you want and not let other people and outside influences tell you what life you should be leading. You can lead whatever life you want if you put your mind to it and if you stick to your guns. Number eight is more of a practical thing that I've sort of been sticking to this year, and the past few years really. But it's use the time around your job to get in line with things that will make you enough money so that you can be free. And by that I mean like stick to your 9-to-5 job or whatever it is, and then use the time after that and in between that to put things in place that will give you the life that you want, whether that's like a side hustle or whatever. Wow, some people are happy at just leading a comfortable life. I am not one of those people. I want to be financially free and have the life that I want and be able to give my kids what they want. Number 9, solo lunch/dinner dates are totally a thing. And I only started doing this since obviously being in America and New York. I had to go out to dinner and stuff on my own. I was really lucky that I got to eat in the best restaurants in America, all expenses paid, so obviously I wasn't going to turn that opportunity down. But it made me realise how important it is to just spend time with yourself. And a few years ago, there is no way I would have gone and sat in a restaurant, like in a full restaurant full of people, and sat and eaten a meal on my own. 3-course meal as well, can I just add? There is no way I would have done that, and it did make me realise how important it is to push yourself out of your comfort zone, even if you feel like an idiot to start with. It's really important to spend time with yourself, get to know yourself, as cringe as it sounds, but stuff like that is really, really good for you, and it's good for your soul. So it is something that I will definitely be taking through to 2019. Number 10, this is something that I realised 2 or 3 years ago. I continue to carry it through each year, and it is that the world doesn't owe you anything. I used to spend my life thinking that all the shit that I've been through, I deserve to like get something back for it. Like, I've not been through this shit for nothing, like the world needs to give me something back for it. But I've come to realise that the world doesn't owe you absolutely anything. If anything, you being here is enough. Like, you should be grateful to just even wake up and be able to get out of bed in the morning and breathe. So the fact that you're still alive is enough, and the world doesn't owe you anything more than that. Number 11, I sort of touched on this already, and that is that you can't please everyone, so stop trying to. Number 12, I sort of semi-went through this again, and Gary Vee helped solidify this, and that is just don't give a fuck. I mean, obviously within reason, as long as you're not hurting people, you need to focus on what's best for you, and don't give a fuck what other people think, what other people are doing. Focus on yourself. 13 is play full out. I said 13 like such a grummy there. Number 13 is play full out. I got this, in April I went to see Tony Robbins, and this is where I got this from. And he just talks about, if you commit to something, if you say you're going to do something, don't do it half-heartedly, just play full out and just go in and do it. Put all your effort in that you can possible, and just smash the shit out of your goals. Number 14, throwing yourself in the deep end can be the best thing that you ever do. Career, job, relationships, family, hobbies. Like, if there's something that you want to do, then why not just throw yourself into the deep end and just do it? What have you got to lose? 15, socialise and put yourself out there as much as you can. You have no idea like how meeting the right people and gaining the right connections, you don't know where that can take you. So I'm really grateful for the people that I've met this year, the connections that I've made, friendships that I'm going to take into 2019 because of that. So the 16 is money will not make you happy, and if you're constantly striving for money and thinking that once you're rich you'll be happy, it doesn't work. Like, I think you need to establish what's important to you, whether it is money, happiness, friendships, relationships. You need to work out what's more important. I was always focusing on money, and I put my happiness and my mental health after that, and I've massively learned that I need to flip that, and I will be doing that in the next year. Money really does not make you happy. Only you can make yourself happy, and don't rely on anything or anyone to do it for you. I sort of always had the belief that I'd rather cry in a Lamborghini than a Toyota, which is still true, but at the end of the day, money isn't going to bring you happiness, it's not going to bring you love, it's not going to bring you joy. All it'll do is buy you nice things. It's really important to learn to put other things before money, such as your health and your happiness and your family. And I think I've realised massively that all of that is way more important than money. Number 17 is be selfish and put yourself first more. I am terrible at trying to be a people pleaser, and constantly, like, I don't know how to say no a lot of the time. And I'm also really hard on myself. Like if I'm not productive, whatever, then I am really quite mean to myself. And you do need to put yourself first sometimes and look after number one, because if you can't look after yourself, then how are you supposed to look after everyone else? Number 18 is don't give people more chances than they deserve. If they want to be in your life, they will make the effort to be in your life. And I think that's sort of self-explanatory. Yeah, hold the door open for people that want to leave your life. And that's all I'm going to finish on. So I hope you all have a fantastic new year. I love you all.